For the first time, the people of Moscow have had a taste of what they've been living through all war in Ukraine. The outskirts of the Russian capital under assault from drones, crashing into open land or damaging buildings, including this apartment block in a well-off suburb, where members of Moscow's elites have homes. Ordinary residents told Sky News they were deeply alarmed by the attacks.
It's not good at all, it's bad. Yes, of course, they should be downing all the drones. It's Moscow, not a border town. This should not happen.
The question is why it reached here. I mean, there should have been some kind of air defence for all this. That's all. It's scary.
The attacks have prompted this accusation from Vladimir Putin, but also an admission that Russia's defences could be improved.
This is, of course, a clear sign of terrorist activities. First, I want to say that the Moscow air defence system worked in the regular way, although there are things for us to work on.
We know multiple different types of drones were used in the attack. According to defence intelligence firm Jane's, this one resembles the structure of a so-called Beaver UAV, which has a distinctive shape. This type of drone has previously featured in posts shared by a Ukrainian influencer. Now, Sky News has verified 4 places where drones either crashed or appear to have been shot down. And these are another 4 places where Russian authorities say they came down. Multiple air defence systems ring the Russian capital, and these are just some that we know about. Moscow says they were successful in shooting down all of the drones. To get that far, they would have had to have flown at least 260 miles from Ukraine, unless, of course, they were launched from within Russia. This expert says it's possible that Russia launched the attack on itself.
Well, on the one side, this could be a Russian false flag exercise yet again, aimed to drum up Russian support for the war and perhaps a future draft that is coming in response to the Ukrainian offensive. Now, on the other side of this, it could be Ukraine. We know they have the technical capabilities to launch such a strike. But do I think they deliberately aim to target civilian centers? No. Ukraine has only ever targeted military, industrial, and energy infrastructure. And the only reason they hit civilian sites is because they were shot down by Russian air defenses.
Others say Ukraine launched the drones in revenge for this. Russia's relentless attacks on its cities now happening night and day. Ukrainians woke up to yet another morning of aerial assaults that authorities say killed more than 4 people. Ukraine has promised allies not to attack targets in Russia. If it is behind this, it could alienate the West, although the UK for now is standing strong in its support.
Ukraine does have the legitimate right to defend itself. It has the legitimate right to do so within its own borders, of course, but it does also have the right to project force beyond its borders.
As Ukraine's drone wars escalate, it may believe it had no choice but to retaliate. Dominic Waghorn, Sky News.